Anymore, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified your serious assistant. And so you want to get a business with a phone and say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certified your serious assistant. So you want to get a business with a phone and say, Colostomies or ileostomies. That's a mega super host of about a dozen cc's. That's milliliters, regular mathematics. Some CNAs deal with detox and drug addicts. Some alcoholics, some crackheads try to break their legs and limbs to get high on this. I've been shackled a couple times and punched in the nose. They've been in and shitting on and they call me bro. I was an empty catheters full of urine. That's a tube that goes your peel and bladder just keep it thin. Fuck, that would suck to have a tube on my dick with a tube the size of an inch thick. But shit is cool, I got plenty more. So patients with me needs more than food in a grocery store. You with a bitch, cause I ain't gonna spend it. And you know I do cops like a cuz motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certify your serious assistant. And don't you forget the bitch cause with a phone and say, motherfucker, I'm a CNA. Let me hear all your bitches say if you are a CNA. Just work until the day we get paid, certify your serious assistant. Don't you forget bitches with a phone and say,
What's up? Welcome back to PSA from a CNA. I am your host with the most, the blessed and highly favored Franko the Pen. Thank you for spending just a little bit, a small, a smidgen, just the tiniest bit of your Wednesday evening with your boy. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who is getting off of second shift in a little bit, or right now, depending on which coast of the country you're on. Actually, if you're on the West Coast, you got a couple more hours. But if you're on the East Coast, you got like an hour or two. So, shout out to everybody who getting, shout out to everybody working second shift. Shout out to everybody getting ready for third shift on this podcast. We truly appreciate it because, like we say all the time, I'm not going to be the one to do it. How is everybody doing this Wednesday evening? Let's check in. April Bates from Florida. How are you doing? April, if you want to go live with me, you have to write in the comments that request isn't a mistake, and I will try to add you. Good evening, how are you? Yeah, I'm still out of work recovering. Cheryl, hope you get better soon, so you can get back to making this money. Hopefully you're getting paid for like your time off and stuff. That'd be like that'd be like the right thing to do. But like, am I really expecting it from like? Am I really expecting your job to do that? Like, am I really expecting any job to do that? Like, I don't think any job. Well, some jobs. I've heard stories about like people getting hurt, either on the job or off the job. Some people then got hurt off the job, and they job still like paid them like for hours like they worked and shit. And yeah, those jobs are awesome. None of them are in the healthcare field, but for the jobs they are, those jobs are awesome. Now in the healthcare field, if you like get in a car crash and like break your leg or arm or something, then you know what I'm saying, you just out of work. Job don't pay you no downtime or nothing like that. It's been a while, but is people still having to choose between like is people still having to choose between like vacation time or like getting the cash handout? I remember it's been a while, but back in the day, if you worked all year, and then if you worked all year, and then you took a vacation, or you wanted to take a vacation. No, if you worked all year without taking a vacation, and it's about to be like the next year or something like that. Your job would either make you take either make you use your vacation days, or force you to take the cash payout for the vacation days. And I was wondering, do anybody else job do that? I was just thinking about that earlier, back in the day, because I ain't I've taken vacations, of course, but I always I put a sign on I would put a sign on the break room, or near where you clock in, to say you know what I'm saying, I need these days covered for me, text me, and you know what I'm saying, I'm paying cash, so you know what I'm saying, I'm paying you cash on top of the days that you work for me, so you getting that money on top of the little money that I'm gonna give you for working my day for me. That's usually how I get somebody to work my vacation days for me, and it worked every time, because when you add that little bit of extra money, people get greedy and they come and work your vacation days, but the days that you want off. But I remember back in the day, if you went the whole year without using your sick days or your vacation days, you just went to work. You didn't do shit but go to work, eat, sleep shit, and then go to sleep, then up and repeat, rinse and repeat. Then by the end of that year, you had three choices. You could either use those vacation days, not use those vacation days, and they just pay you for those days. So it's extra money in the check or something like that. I don't know. Or you just lose them. Or you just lose them. Those days are just lost, and then you didn't use your vacation days, and you didn't get money for it. So you pretty much just fucked yourself out of probably a good thing. I know it wasn't the same. Well, that's how it was where I was, and I was wondering if it was the same for anybody else. I work agency straight up cash, and I have employer match in my 401k. No other benefits. You got a 401k? God. Okay. Here's the thing. Let me see. Hold on, before I get to that, Richard, because I want to talk about that for a minute. My job doesn't do that because you need stress. You need stress relief. My job don't use them. My job don't use them. Lose them because it doesn't run over to the next year. Some people's stuff rolls over to the next year. I don't know many companies that's still doing that. I wish all companies did that, but I feel like if most companies did that, then they would probably get 5 straight years of everybody coming to work, rain or shine, nobody calling in sick, nobody going on vacations, and then on that 6th year, a bunch of CNAs will take 30 days off. I got these days saved up and I'm about to use these bitches, cashing them all in at once. I'm going on the 30-day cruise. See you in October. How about that? But to what Richard was saying, it always surprises me when I hear about my job only let you cash in 30 hours. That sucked. Master suggests all CNAs contact favorite healthcare staffing. Yeah, right. Nationwide company, and they are awesome. Screw vacation days. Make higher wage and work when you want, shift when you want, and where you want. In your dreams, Richard. In your dreams, in your CNA laced dreams. How about that? No, but what was I saying? Oh, Richard. He was talking about his 401k, and I've only known two people ever in this damn near 10 years that I've been a CNA who were even qualified, like had the same number. I feel like CNAs switch jobs so often that I don't know how any of us can like qualify for a 401k and expect to get it. I've only known two people in my illustrious career who stayed at the same place long enough to even qualify for a 401k, and the job was actively trying to fuck them over on their 401k. Like as CNAs, we rarely stay in the same place to qualify for the company's 401k, and sometimes to really fuck you over, like you could stay at the same building and be collecting and like be doing a 401k thing and having a good run of it, and then that building will get bought out by a different company, and then your 401k is pretty much fucked over, and it pretty much just fucks you right up the poop chute. Unless it's a hospital. I guess a hospital could be that, but I don't know many people. I have never personally worked at a hospital, and I don't know. Well, I know some people who work at a hospital, but I don't know people who have worked at a hospital long enough to receive the 401k. I've been a CNA for 36 years, man. Trust me on this. You can get insurance through the marketplace. What is this marketplace you use, Richard? Teach me your wisdom, OG. I work for the county, and they take 7% out of my paycheck for retirement. That's a county, right? For some reason I keep reading it as country. Like, I'm like, I don't understand. Let me see. Once you find the facility you like, you can write your own ticket, work when you want, making $22 an hour, all the OT I want, nice weekly checks. Teach me your ways, Yoda. I don't understand. You make it sound so good, and yeah, I've never seen it like in practice. I've never seen it done that way in real life. Mostly because like a lot of the people that I'm around don't like the facilities. It's very few places where I go where people actually like the facility that they're working for. How long have you been on your job? My current one? Not that long. I was at my first one for about 5 years. 5. Then I switched. I stayed at another one for like 2 or 3. Yeah. CNAs switch jobs like we switch like draws and shit. either by force or by not. It's very few CNAs that like stay at a company or a building for like more than 10 years. Every time I hear about somebody standing at a company for more than 10 years, I am flabbergasted. Like you should be in good, like seniority. What's that stuff teachers get when they've been somewhere for a long time? Tenure, yeah. If you've been at a building for like, if you've been at a building or a company for like more than 10 years, especially the way CNA is like switch jobs, then you should get tenure. Like, should be very hard to fire you. All right. You can make good with agency, but they don't have health insurance. I already know about agency. Agency CNAs and nurses out here making bank. Damn, I wanted to say something about that. You just reminded me, Cindy. Wisconsin here. Where's everybody else from? I'm from Michigan. Everybody else is from somewhere else different too. I had my last job for 11 years. Shit. Cheryl, you should have had tenure. You should have had tenure for real. What was I about to say? It's somewhere. Damn. I wanted to give a shout out to I forgot where. Fuck. I wanted to give the city their props. I saw it on fucking. I saw it on the Philip Franko show, and damn. Somewhere, a large, like, I think it was like thousands of nurses have gone on strike. And like the hospitals and nursing homes are scrambling. And I wanted to give the nurses their prop because, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't just about the pay, it was about patient care since this whole COVID thing that went down. They out there, I think they picketing for like, I think they protesting for like the next 5 days or something like that, trying to get better conditions. Is it in Pennsylvania, Minnesota? Y'all just said two different places. Cindy, I think it's Cindy was Minnesota. I don't know where it is, but nurses on strike in Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. It might be Minnesota. So nurses on strike in Minnesota. The thing that made me think about that is because y'all said agency, and that's the first thing that's the first thing these companies did when the nurses went on strike. The strike is in Pennsylvania. Is it? It might be multiple strikes for the same. It might be multiple strikes in multiple states for the same thing. I'm an hour away from the Twin Cities. They are striking. It might be multiple strikes in like multiple cities about the same thing, but I thought it was funny because everybody went to like the same thing. Like they called in the travel nurses, and they was just saying like, I would be pissed if I'm sitting here striking, trying to get better conditions, and then y'all just call in somebody who y'all about to pay more to and treat better than me. Like, honestly, that's why a lot of travel nurses be having like horror stories when it comes to like nursing homes and hospitals, because they come in and they make more than the people who are actually working there, like work for the company. They come in, they make more, they can't be mandated, they usually treated better by staff and whatever because they drove a long time to get there and shit. So the people who actually work there sometimes like treat them like shit. And I get the frustration, but hey, sometimes we need those travel people, all right? I'm from Pennsylvania, and they are striking. We almost did it. So it's multiple strikes in multiple places. Hey, somebody has to take care of these people, and the company pays major bucks for any agency staff. Don't blame agency, just making a living, baby. I never blame agency. I always blame the company, because y'all could have like hired more people or raised the pay and the benefits, so more people will actually want to work here or actually fucking stay here. But no, like those be like the guffs and the complaints from people who actually work for the company, who feel like they're getting fucked over. Like, you could have just raised our pay or hired more people, or, you know what I'm saying, raised our pay to make people want to actually come apply here or to actually stay here instead of quitting and relocating to agencies at an astronomical rate. Wisconsin has run out of people to hire. Is that true? Is everybody employed in Wisconsin? Wisconsin has run out of people to hire. Is that what that means? Like, everybody in Wisconsin is like working or something? We ain't got nobody to hire. Everybody down here got a job. Where I work, day shift gets mandated pretty much daily. Like, that shit right there. that shit right there. Day shift gets mandated pretty much daily. Like, so y'all pretty much machines on an assembly line at this point. Y'all come to work expecting to work at 8, probably end up working a 12 or a 16. Go home, eat, sleep, shit. If you're lucky, get a little sex in. Turn back around and do it again. Every day? Come on, fam. Cut that shit out. Joey! Girl, where you been at? I missed you. No, nobody wants to be CNAs. No, nobody wants to be CNAs these days. Oh. That makes sense. A lot of people are skipping over the CNA part and going straight to the nurse part. I feel like we don't really like glamorize as much as I would like to glamorize the CNA life. There's nothing to glamorize. Therefore, I don't make this shit look attractive, which is probably why I'm probably a good advocate to why you shouldn't be a CNA. You should just go to school and hop it straight into nursing. But I feel like there's always going to be a community of people who are down bad, who are down bad enough, like people who need money enough to like become CNAs. Like not everybody want to go through the hassle of nursing school, especially with all these nursing school horror stories about I had to take my NCLEX 4 or 5 times before I finally passed. Excuse you? I need nurse money now. Talking about nah. I'll become an agency CNA and wander these greater United States, except for the Deep South. I'm about to. When agency comes in, they think they're entitled and do much, but get. And I think she meant don't do much, but get big butts. It still happens because they need patient ratio to care workers available. Basically, what I think Cindy is saying, Richard, is that some, not all, some agency people come into facilities of people who are already overworked and cranky as fuck, act kind of shitty, like they shit don't stink. Get paid more than the people who actually work for the company, like I said, and then fucking you know what I'm saying? Some people they come in and they just a body. They barely do any work. You question why they even there. You drove an hour to come here and just do nothing. You just an open body here. If I, the person who works here, have to do anything in your group, you, the person who visited, because you are lacking, I may have to stab you with like a spork, not something lethal, just something like sharp and plastic. And like I said, it's not all agency people, because some agency people come in and are actual asset to their facility. Some agency people come in and they just they know what it is, for them anyway. They know they're gonna get paid they big bucks either way, whether they do work or not. So pretty much some agency people come in with the attitude of, I'm doing you a favor. You should be lucky that I'm even here. I'm doing you a favor. Your facility is the one that's down bad. All right, I came in. I'm doing you a favor. You should be lucky that I'm even here, because I could be like at somewhere else doing like 3 people. Can we take a second to like realize that it's CNAs out there who come to work and only have like 4 people to do, right? It's CNAs that come to work and only have like 4 people to do, and then we'll go home and be like, man, I worked so hard today. All 4 of my patients was blah 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 this and blah 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 that, and then like I do lives like this, and I hear those stories, and I'd be like, 4? You had a hard day's work doing 4 people? All right, I had to make sure 20 people didn't die today, and you complaining about 4. I hate you on some level, not a personal level, just a professional one. Like, shit. Okay. Well, that's not me. I'm a great CNA, take great pride in my work, and I'm a favorite every place I've ever worked. Richard talking that big shit. Y'all hear what Richard said? I've been rewarded greatly for my love from the residents and the patients. Fuck you talking about? I haven't seen it, not at all. There's been a lot of agency workers I really enjoy working with, but some others not so much. It's a mixed bag, kind of 50-50. Yes, I've worked with agency CNAs like that, but they get the boot, as they should. They bring it down the population. Fucking stuff up. I had almost 35 to do myself. 35? What you have, 2 halls, Joey? I think of every like nursing home as like halls and shit. Oh shit. Now all I keep like picturing like other nursing homes like the same as mine, and they're not. So I have to like keep reminding myself of that. But like 35 people, that's like 2 halls. You probably had to do by yourself and shit. No, Richard. What you meant to say is that you shouldn't do 35. You're not supposed to do 35. But people end up doing 35 all the time. Especially if you're supposed to have like a shift of 4 or 5 CNAs and end up with 2. And everybody got to get done. Yeah, agencies were coming in the building where I worked. They come thinking they don't need to do anything. See? I haven't worked about 2 months now. Company, we're talking about stop agencies. Yeah, staffing sucks. Can kind of figure that. I am now a CEO of what? What are you the CEO of, Joey? Tell me the promotion, the upgrade, the good news. Do you have state minimum requirements for what, Betty? There was an agency CNA that ran me off the road because she had to hurry up and get to her next job. I said, what the fuck? She definitely got reported and she never came back. What the fuck? Not vehicular manslaughter. It's not funny, but damn. Vehicular manslaughter? Mm-mm. I walk right out the door. 35 is neglect. Isn't on a level it's neglect. At the most it's the bare minimum. Like it's like this, blah blah blah. Like you can't do everything that you're supposed to do, but you can give every person the bare minimum. Like let's say you was working third shift. Not third shift. Well, third or second shift. Let's say you was working second shift. You had to get everybody laid down, clothes off. So the bare minimum would be get everybody in bed, clothes off, gown on, changed, gone, and do that for 35 people as fast as you can. Bare minimum. Joey quit nursing, corrections officer. Is that what you call a CEO? A corrections officer? You a brave woman, because I done seen what happened to these corrections officers sometimes. Whew. You are a brave woman. Staffing. I don't know if Michigan has a bare minimum for staffing. I have worked, let's see, in the first job I worked, it was 4 floors. Each floor had 3 halls. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, each floor had 3 halls. Two patients to each room. About 6 to 7 rooms on each side of a hall. So 14, and the third one was a smaller hall, so it was probably 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like three rooms on each of that hall. There's definitely been times where workload demanded that we have at least 4 to 5 people, and we only work that shit with 2 people. And like I said, you have to do the bare minimum in order to get, because they expect everything to get done, and they expect for you not to complain about it or walk off. And the next shift don't want to hear about that shit. They just want to hear that shit that everything is alright. So you got to get this shit done if you want peace and quiet in your work life. So everybody here catching the bare minimum. I believe bare minimum in New York is $240. I say that could be true. What the hell state is this going on in? Richard, every state, okay? Every state except Wisconsin, apparently. At work now, I'm ready to go. Leave, Yolanda. You can leave. Thank you. Love you. But love you too, Joey. You know it, baby. Perfect patient load for good respectful care is 8. It's 8. Richard, you work in a fantasy land, which apparently is Wisconsin. We all need to move to Wisconsin, okay? We need to work with Richard because apparently he don't have to deal with the bullshit that we have to deal with. All right, everybody, pack your bags, sell your homes. We moving to Wisconsin, the land of cheese and what else is in Wisconsin? I know something else. The land of cheese and something else. Something in Wisconsin. I'll think about it. We go as high as 12, maybe 15 in the pinch, but that's it. Still sound good. In Ohio, there isn't a ratio any longer. So apparently in Ohio, they work at 1 to 60. All right? 1 to 60. You got to get everybody checked and changed and up, and you got 8 hours to do it. Hop on it. Come work in PA. We could use you. Joey, I'm not being no correction officers with you. All right? First of all, me and you wouldn't get no work done. We'll just be touching on each other. Second of all, I'm afraid of inmates. All right? Have you seen those people? They are dangerous. Cheese and beer farts. Hilarious. All right. DOH removed guidelines in 2012. So y'all just been working reckless in Ohio since 2012. Should have made no goddamn sense. All right. Let me see. It was something else I want to talk about. Okay. Before we go, I want to lighten the mood because it's got like real dark up in here. Not dark, but real depressing. Of course, if you're on the internet, then you've seen the story. Nursing home apologizes for hiring stripper to entertain the residents. Now, what does it say? A nursing home in Taiwan has issued an apology after a viral video showed a stripper performing for his residents. The performance took place at the Taiwan Veterans Home during a celebration for the Mid-Autumn Festival, as the New York Post reported. An attendance record. Hold on, damn it. An attendee recorded the incident when a woman was given a raunchy performance in front of men in wheelchairs. Another video portion showed the stripper giving a lap dance to one of the men. 35-second video clip posted to Facebook by user named Snitch. I'm just gonna call her Snitch. Out there snitching, fucking up their good shit. Quickly went viral and caused backlash. In response to the backlash, the nursing home released a statement and apologized to the public for hiring a stripper. Now, if you don't work in a nursing home, you don't know how old people's minds work. And I feel like most of this backlash is coming from people who have nothing to do with nursing homes, who don't have like family members in nursing home. It's just some outraged Christian granny or Christian Karen complaining about some shit that she saw on Facebook. If you can strip from, girl, you better stop, because I'll do it. Joey, you know what I'm talking to. If you work in a nursing home, you know that these old people are pervs. Most of them. They pervy. Especially the men. The video showed a whole bunch of men getting lap dances. And you know what? They looked happy. Nobody looked uncomfortable. They looked happy to be getting the lap dances. Do you know, most of the nursing homes that I've worked for have Wi-Fi. That's available to the residents. But the Wi-Fi always have like a blocker on it that blocks you from getting to porn sites. Do you know how many times a male resident has asked me for like ways around that block? They want to see the sexual stuff. They are old. They are not dead. At the STD rate in nursing homes is astronomical for a reason. Old people be fucking. Old people be fucking. Stop trying to treat old people like they are children. They are not. They are the people who raised you. They are the people who taught you. They are just old. But they still are sexually active. Those who still can. And those who have help. A lot of people in nursing homes have those blue pills. Those old men getting them lap dances from that stripper in that video looked happy as hell. That's probably the most excitement they didn't had in years. A stripper to a nursing home? Man, she would have got all of my she would have. How do old people pay for rooms in nursing home? Medicaid, Obamacare. Who the fuck knows? They would have got all of my little benefits check. all the money I had saved up for like cigarettes or like socks and shoes or whatever. Fuck that. Give me that shit in ones. I'm putting it in the stripper's panties. It's about to get nasty up in this dining room tonight. Tell Ethel, if my dick is still hard by the time the stripper leave, I'm coming to her room and we're gonna see what we'll get a crack. Stop treating these old people like they eunuchs, or like they have a sexual life. I hope when I'm old as shit, I'm still getting it in. Do you know how many people my age say the exact same thing? Like, when I get old, I'm still gonna be trying to get it in. Okay? Are you fucking serious? Don't treat me like my dick don't work. Alright? I'm gonna be rolling around in my wheelchair, still hitting on bitches. Hopefully I ain't even got a window. I'm gonna be walking around with my walker, still fucking with these bitches. Alright? I'm coming for your grandma tonight. I'm pulling them briefs to the side. Okay? If you hear some moaning coming from my room, mind your business. Alright? We is in a consensual relationship. I done put the Bengay on my knees. I got a heating pad on my back. I am about to throw this hip and probably break it. Come check on me in an hour. If I'm on the ground, I put in that work. Okay? I got you, Joey. I'll go ahead and I'll get my tight ass boxer brief ready. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring the music, you bring the dinner, and we'll see where this go. Me and Joey gonna meet up in real life, and it's gonna be a problem watch. Hey y'all, look, I gotta get up out of here, but it's if you haven't already, please like and follow this page so you can be notified of the next time I go live, which will be this Friday with a brand new episode of Bitchin' by the Bar. If you haven't already, please follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Franko the Pen. And if you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter at OMG Franko, but be warned to get a little bit of X-rated up over there. If you're vaccinated, stay carded up, and if you're not, stay tested. Be careful of touching people. Monkeypox is still going around. And yeah. Let's all just put in on strippers when we get old. How about that? Is that dope? How about that? But anyway, I gotta get up out of here. But until next time, I will see you guys next Wednesday with a brand new PSA from a CNA. But until then, I am Franko the Pen. Love you all, and I will see you guys next time.